Hi there, it's Joe from ShopTo and joined by Dan. This is ShopTo Gaming Show episode 18.
Awesome.
We're sorry it's a little bit delayed. The next one's just around the corner.
I know, I'm really thinking, right, what would we do for 19? Too many things got in the way last week.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on, but oh well, 19 won't be far away. But hey, you've got 18. You're going to get the gaming news, and you're going to get everything we've been up to.
A bit of chat as usual, seeing what everyone else is up to. I think you had a little questions you threw out to our listeners again, and didn't you? A little topic of the week.
Yeah,
so,
It's Sunday as we're recording this, so it's been a fairly hectic weekend.
I think England just won some kind of thing with a ball.
It's not really a ball, is it? It's a sort of weird shaped
thing,
isn't it? Don't care about England, so. Scotland! Last time Scotland were winning that thing with a ball as well.
They did. They won today just now.
Yes!
They won a thing with a ball.
We won! Yes! I don't care about rugby, but we won! Yeah! I like when we win. That fills me with pride. And it was France as well. Oh well, stop talking about that rubbish. Don't want to talk about
games. That's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah, video games.
Games where we sit down and do nothing. Not games where we run around.
Don't do any exercise. Yeah. That's more like my sort of game. Eat pizza and just kind of a controller. I did have pizza yesterday actually. We made our own. I make these big square ones, right? And then I sort of put some red sauce on it and chuck some raw red onions and chuck some peppers on. Oh, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Well, we're going to go to the classic Vest Bar, which is now called Yes Bar in Glasgow, and they do nice big square pieces, and they do metre-long pieces. So if you can, maybe try metre long piece, see how that goes to the family.
Mine were amazing. I can't believe anyone sells ones as good as mine. Never mind. Let's do some gaming news. Right, let's go on it. Sumo Digital is now working on Dead Island 2. There was, I think it was Jaeger that were working on it previously, and then there was all these issues, and kind of Dead Island 2 was in trouble.
Yeah, who's that?
So, it's just in our studio. So now Sumo Digital, I'm sure. You're making a face as if I'm wrong, so you're making me doubt myself.
Do you think it's pronounced Jaeger?
Maybe.
That's what sounded really weird.
I don't know, maybe you're thinking of Jaeger bombs or whatever they're called.
No.
But whatever. It didn't matter what they're called because they're not working on it anymore anyway. So who cares who they are?
Finally sort of getting to the new game, because I mean, you had Dead Island 1, obviously, which is quite cool. You had Riptide, and then they had this other one that came out on the PS3 middle of last year, I think.
Yeah,
it's quite good fun, but it was really quite distanced itself from what we expected from the original game. So finally, we're going to get to see a new one.
Yep. So Dead Island 2 is Sumo Digital. Sumo Digital, I believe, from my knowledge, have worked on games such as Sonic All-Star Racing.
Yep.
And a few Vita games, I think.
Sonic All-Stars is very good, so
I think they've done the
game, mind you, so that'd be interesting.
I think they might have helped out What Big Planet and Vita or something. They've done something.
I see their name a lot in games that I play. I think we'll pay attention to them, to be honest.
Yeah, so they're working on that, so it's coming out, so that's good news. The Division is Ubisoft's fastest selling title in company history, so it sold more in 24 hours than any other Ubisoft title ever. So that's impressive.
It's surprising how desperate people are for this sort of game on the consoles, isn't it? It's nice to see this.
I want to talk more about the Division later, but I will say I'm surprised by it in a good way. So yeah, let's do more news. We'll talk about the Division in a bit, so there's no point.
Also, I actually just went to buy it and it sold out, which really annoyed me.
Wow, you tried to buy it on Xbox, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they probably only have a few copies because they think everybody will buy it on PlayStation.
Is that so?
Yeah, no, that's a shame. Did you try ShopTo?
I did.
You did.
I can't wait now. I can't. I wanted to play it tonight, but obviously I can't now, so I might end up buying it in ShopTo.
Or you could download it.
You see the prices of download for that game?
I know.
I was shocked too, actually. I mean, I know we do the podcast for them, but I was looking on. I was in Tesco. It's 42 quid. Argos 46 quid. ShopTo is under 40 quid. So I thought maybe, and I think it's free delivery, if I'm right thinking.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? Oh, and then I looked on the Xbox Live, and it's 55 quid.
55. Yeah, I know, it's a joke.
Competitive.
I mean, it's a shame, isn't it? Because it's instant and it's there. I mean, I don't have the download version because I play it so much, it just saves you getting up off your...
Well, I was thinking, I come in, I'm going to stick it on, let it download whilst I'm doing this, and then we're ready to play it this evening. And I'm like, no, I'm not paying an extra 15 quid for a game just so I can put it on a hard drive. Is that?
No, that's the problem. I love the convenience of it, though. I love if I'm playing a game and then I've got fancy playing this, I can just switch over and I don't have to get up and down and find this and stuff like that.
The only thing that put me off using ShopTo was the deliveries on a Sunday. Because if I buy it today, I could have had it today. If I buy it on a weekday, I'll have it the following day. Because it's a Sunday, I probably won't get it until Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Kat said, I've got a Monday night free. The missus is out. I've got a Monday night free of gaming. So I thought, right. So who knows? Going to the city, I suppose, and buy it from there.
Yeah, you're missing out though.
I'll get it. Don't worry.
That's good. Okay, right, where were we? The UK is finally to get a combined retail and digital chart. It's only monthly, but it'll give us a much bigger sort of picture of how games are selling, because at the moment when you look at weekly charts, there's no digital included, it's only retail. So obviously digital's big now. I mean, it must, how much do you reckon, 20-30% of the market? It must be quite a large chunk of it now, mustn't it? So
would it be, I take it they separate each sort of console as well, like be it PC download and things like that, would it? Or
I
like
think,
for example, the Division, would it say we've just sold 1 million units, or would it say we sold a third on this, a third on that?
But it's only a chart, so it's only going to tell you the basics, basically.
Yeah.
What's number one and stuff like that. I doubt they'll go into sales figures, to be honest. I can't see them doing that, because they don't...
There's a topic for you. Could do really bad overdub for like a Top of the Pop style countdown every week now.
Yeah. They don't do that now. They don't do numbers now. I know the numbers because I get told them, but you're not allowed to share them publicly, so I doubt...
Oh, tell me, whisper it.
I doubt the combined chart will do it. So it'll basically be just telling you what's what. And I can imagine it's going to be roughly the same as retail, because a popular game at retail is probably going to be the same download, but we'll see. It'll be interesting.
I don't know, 55 quid for a Division online, screw that.
People still buy it though. That's the thing.
Crazy.
I mean, if you look at the charts and you see the top selling games, these games that cost 55, 59 quid are still at the top of the chart.
I wouldn't mind it if it was 55 quid in a shop, but the fact that you go digital where it's more expensive than anywhere else, it's like,
No, that's daft, but it's obviously, we've discussed that before, it's just to keep the retailers happy with it. But I mean, as you look at these digital charts and you see these games are number one, and so they must be selling quite well still, even though they cost a lot of money. I mean, I have to admit, I've bought a few digital myself. I bought Battlefront just because I play it all the time, and it was, although I don't think it cost me that much, to be honest. I don't know how much it cost me, don't know, but I don't think it was that much. So there we go.
Well, speaking of digital stuff, PlayStation now got a few more titles on there, hasn't it?
Yeah, 22 more titles, including the Uncharted, I think.
Cool.
So if you didn't buy the Uncharted collection, that lets you stream them direct to your computer. So that's pretty good. But I mean, I don't know how to feel about PlayStation now. I mean, $12.99 a month, which I mean, much as Netflix now, $8.99 a month. I think it's
$6.99 or something.
Hasn't it went up to $8.99?
Is it?
I don't know.
I think.
I know what it is. It's $8.99 a month if you do the. There's different tiers, and I think the $8.99 lets you stream in 4K, and lets you use more than a certain amount of...
I think I know what you mean there, yeah. Cause, I mean, there's only two of us in this house, so we don't need to go bells and whistles, and we haven't got 4K, so what's the point,
so I mean, $8.99 for that, but if you compare that to PlayStation now, it's $12.99 a month, and that's for streaming games the same way you would stream, then maybe that is quite good value.
I think it's good value, it's just there's so many other good games coming out.
Yeah, it just depends.
And relevant, rather than the older stuff, where if you're a gamer of that sort of nature, you'll probably just end up picking up an old PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 and just going to second-hand stuff. But I suppose it keeps the games in the market. It lets them enables them to keep copyright law, probably things like that, so they can earn more money from these games that would otherwise be lying, getting dusty in a second-hand shop.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it just depends how you feel about backwards compatibility, I guess. I mean, the thing, to me, I'm not that fussed. It's probably something I'd never use. But and the other good thing about it is obviously you don't need a PlayStation. All you need is a DualShock and a TV that supports PlayStation now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's good things about it. And it seems pretty good value. I think they would get more gamers on board if they maybe put it in, made 2 tiers of PlayStation Plus. And, I mean, at the moment, PlayStation Plus £40 a year. So if they made one for £70 a year or £6 a year something and included that, then they'd probably see a lot of uptake on it. Because £20 extra to play unlimited PlayStation 3 games would be...
It's still relatively new though, and PlayStation are always happy to chop and change things like that. You never know what happens in the next 12 months.
I think that will happen eventually, that they'll include it somehow on a different tier or something. But I mean, it's like, at the moment, I think it's a good idea, but it's one of these things they're just letting people kind of test it out, sort of thing, before they decide what to do next. I feel like David Cameron or something, moving my hands about all the time. Okay, anyway.
Drive Club. I mean, it's a game that I've not really played much. I wish I had more time to play it.
It's been updated again. Unbelievable.
It's great. Yeah, it's good to see that they're supporting it still. Any idea what they've done for it?
Oh, so many changes. There's a new drift mode scoring. All drift leaderboards been reset. 25 new elite levels. 25 new driver levels. 35 new club levels. Updated game menus with PS4 share imagery. Loading screen showing off some community photos which have been shared. There's loads. And they're going to release a sort of super bike as well at the end of the month. So it's just amazing it's still getting updated, really. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's been going for some time, innit? And
clearly there's still a good community that's playing it, otherwise they wouldn't bother. So that's good to see that there's life still in the game.
Yeah, it's
considering the struggle we had initially. I mean, that's the real bad thing that happened to that game, which is the amount of hassle that title had when it first came out.
Yeah, so I mean, it's impressive.
Well, we're talking about obviously Ubisoft having a great sales. Splatoon's doing quite well as well in Europe.
Yeah,
a million copies. That's pretty impressive for the old Wii U.
Yeah, that's good actually. It's 3.5 million worldwide, I think, from top of my head. But a million for you is pretty good considering the Wii U's always sold over 10 million. That's a pretty good pickup.
Good user base right there. I mean, again, I played the demo of it. I absolutely loved it. I just haven't time to play it. Otherwise, it's just a shame. I'm
the same. I quite liked it, but it's just on the back burner, really. But I think that's a franchise now. I definitely think there'll be a Splatoon on the Nintendo NX, whatever that is.
There'll be more coming out of that in the future. I think they nailed it so well the first time around. All they've got to do now is just new maps, really, and you're laughing.
Right, Dead Star confirmed as one of PlayStation's April PS Plus games. This is a new game, actually. I was looking at the trailer. It's kind of like a sort of top-down space shooter. But the looks of things, sort of one of these sort of fast-paced action shooters. So another sort of indie-style title. But that's the only game that's been announced for PlayStation Plus in April, but it kind of leaked out there, so I thought I'd mention it. Battlefront. Hey! Next bit of news is surrounds Battlefront. New and free content drops for Battlefront. And there's something called Hut Contracts which is coming, but they've not said what it is. It's coming as part of a free update, and I don't know. We can only speculate what Hut Contracts could be.
I'm guessing it's just going to be another kind of bonus card thing. Get so many kills certain ways and get extra points, maybe.
Yeah, or maybe I was hoping it'd be some sort of single player challenge mode. Hut Contracts. Maybe
there's already a single player challenge mode in the game.
Yeah, but maybe it's just an extra where he gets you to go after a bounty hunter going after a bounty.
As I do, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, Remember, that's that. And obviously, we've got. Speaking of that, actually, something I've not got written down here. The Battlefront the Battlefront DLC, the what do you call it? Outer Rim, the one that's coming up. That's apparently been dated for April 5th.
Oh,
by GameStop.
That's not far away at all.
But I mean, that's when they're selling it. Now, season pass holders are meant to get it 2 weeks before that. Right. Season pass holders might get the DLC 2 weeks early. So if that's the case, it could be coming out very soon, because it is meant to be in March. So it could be coming out 2 weeks before April 5th for season pass holders.
So, I mean, by that logic, any day now, really.
Yeah, next week, basically. Yeah. And which means April 5th, if you want to buy it, and it's about $14.99 or something, which probably equates to about 10 or something.
No, it'd be $14.99.
Yeah,
they don't. That doesn't count here.
But whatever, I've got the season pass anyway, so.
Yeah, I've still not got the season pass, so be daft on that.
I'll definitely live stream that new content when I get it,
will.
just because that'll be interesting to do. Valkyrie Chronicles. Oh, I'm so excited for that.
What do you like? Yeah.
That's coming May 17th. It's not that far away. I'm looking forward to that. There's a Europa edition, which I'm not sure if ShopTo's selling that one, but I've not seen it. But that's going to include a 32-page art book and a double A3 double-sided poster. I'm not sure if it's. I don't know. I don't see anything else, but. Yeah, that's going to be good. It's coming out May 17. I'm looking forward to that game because I like it.
Oh, you're a big fan of it. I've not played any of them ones, so.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's really fun. It's a lot more fun than I thought it would be when I first played it. So I'm looking forward. It's one of PlayStation 3's best games, actually. I think. So exciting. The Division. Going back to that again, we should probably mention that. Let's make sure there's no more Division news. Nope, the Division, the first 2 paid DLCs are exclusive to Xbox One, timed, 30 days, all that malarkey. So if you're getting an Xbox, you'll get the DLC first, but obviously you'd probably need to have the Season Pass.
30 days isn't too bad, is it?
Nah.
I mean, I'm an Xbox
Do you want a rant? No. Do you want a
rant?
Well,
I'm an Xbox player on Destiny. So obviously the PlayStation got their stuff a lot more in advance to us. There's still so much content that has it. I mean, I think it was a year, wasn't it? I think almost.
Yeah, but I do have a rant about it.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. Wouldn't be me if I didn't have a rant. What kind of annoys me about it? I know it's not. It's just stupid. But you're paying the same price for the season pass that the person in the other console is, so why should you have to wait 30 days? That really winds me up. You should get a discount or something. Why should you wait? It's not right, is it?
Joe, they think you're a sucker. That's what it is. They're looking at you and laughing at you, going, "What a sucker! He's paid the same money as everyone else."
And he's paid the same money, and he's getting it 30 days later in their book. That's.
Well, what do they care? Because they've got your money. They're sitting on your money.
Yeah, they don't care. That's the point. But
they're earning. You see the interest. They're earning your interest, Joe.
No, I mean we're their customers. You don't treat your customers. Or you'll just need to wait 30 days, and people still buy them and go, "All right, I don't mind." That's what I think. I totally agree.
It does reek badly of customer service. I mean, in an industry where we are, where the customer's never right, but the customer does have a right to decent service. That does kind of reek a bit of just sticking the middle finger up and saying you can wait a bit longer.
Time DLC, whether it's Xbox, whether it's PlayStation, or whoever does it, it's wrong in my opinion. Fair enough if it's free DLC, nothing out of pocket, is it?
Yeah.
Although you've still bought the game, so you could still feel a little aggrieved about it. But if you've bought a season pass, why should you have to wait 30 days longer for the DLC than someone that's paid the same price for the season pass? That's out of order. Boo! Bloody stupid. Anyway.
Speaking of stupid, Gareth Bale is the face of Pro Evo.
Yeah.
2016. That's just boring. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Overwatch. What's that?
Yeah. Overwatch is like it's a Blizzard game. Blizzard. Okay. I don't know a great deal about it, but it's coming to PC. It's going to release on May 24. The characters in it look quite cool, actually.
Is it more of the same kind of monsters and orcs and stuff, or is they kind of moving away from that?
It kind of looks. I mean, I've got a bit of it here. It kind of looks a bit colourful, like Sunset Overdrive.
Okay.
I don't want to play a trailer. Obviously, I can't play a trailer. I don't know a great deal about it. You kind of know about every game. I mean, I've seen a little bit of it. Do you know what I mean? But it's on Battle.net, so it's the people that make Diablo, etc.
Right. Okay.
So let's have a look at the wiki, because it's always good to look at the wiki in it, and it'll give us an idea what it is. Overwatch is an upcoming multiplayer first-person shooter developed by Blizzard Entertainment. Unveiled at BlizzCon, the game emphasises co-op gameplay using a cast of various heroes, each with their own abilities and roles within the team. So there you go. Excuse me. A bit of coughing for you in the podcast. There we go. Choking. Yeah, so it's squad-based combat. 2 opposing teams of 6 players each. Players choose one of several heroes, each with their own unique abilities, and 4 classes. And there we go. I won't read any more than that. It's boring, but you get the idea. It's a shooter. Squad-based multiplayer shooter. They're good at multiplayer, so it should be a good one.
Fingers crossed on that. Yep. Actually, speaking of shooters, you've got Sniper Elite 4.
Yep, snipers.
This year. Is that going to be on all? Is that all consoles and PCs, or is that just?
Oh yeah, normal PS4, Xbox One, PC. Sniper.
They've been good games there. I mean, they've been around for a while now. They've been knocking them out quite a bit, and they throw out all different sort of versions of like the Zombie Army trilogy as well, and things like that. It'd be interesting to see what they can do, just to add a little bit more life into it. Because I mean, it's there's a lot of games out there now that really sort of are expert in stealth. They got the Metro games, the Hitman. So this one being a Sniper Elite game, I mean, it's quite specific. It'd be interesting to see how that comes across with all the competition out there now.
Okay, a few quick bits of news now. Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2's to get free DLC. It's already got it. It got it last week. We're just slow with our recording our show, so that's out. Project Cars is to get a Game of the Year edition as well, so that will include all the DLC, etc. There's a bit I wanted to mention about Phil Spencer, because there was all this talk. I mean, we've probably discussed it before.
I think last week we mentioned
about saying that upgrading consoles and that just nonsense that, and he's nonsense it now at the moment. Just saying, is he going to break open his console and start upgrading it? No, he isn't.
So we don't have to open it up. What he wants to do is plug in loads of extra bits. I mean, remember the 32X? You know, a little plug on the top there to make it look better.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Put some wings on the side, maybe a little light strip underneath.
He doesn't want people to take a screwdriver at the console and start upgrading it that way. I think I've said this before. It feels like deja vu, but I think I mentioned last week to you that I said I think they might go modular and just sort of add bits, so they'd sell all different pieces, and then you could just go get the piece you want and plug it in, and that would upgrade it, sort of thing.
Which is a PC thing, isn't it, really?
Yeah, exactly. That's what, any time someone goes and upgrades their console and it's better than someone else's, it's a PC, it defeats the purpose of a console the minute they start doing that. So, but I don't
think they'll ever do it. I don't think they'll do it somehow. No. I'm doubtful. I mean, you will get these peripherals that come out, and they might work well, they might not, like your HoloLenses and your VR headsets, but the basic unit will be the same until the big update, the next Xbox console, not a 0.1 or a 0.2, as I say.
Okay, the biggest news of the week, by far, is that Fable Legends has been cancelled and Lionhead's going to shut down. Wow.
Anyway, it's sad that it's been shut down, but it was a pretty pants game, really.
I think the writing was on the wall when you left, to be honest, for them.
I mean, that game I played 2 years ago seemed quite finished then, so what they've been doing for 2 years, I have no idea. You see, my worry is, though, I mean, the team behind here, Lionhead Studios, are they quite closely connected with Microsoft?
Yeah, well, that's a first-party studio.
Right.
That's why they're closing them down.
This is what worries me. You look at the state of what Lionhead were originally and to what they are now, and then you can go, God, this is Rare again. Rare were amazing, and look at Rare now.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
what are they doing to these companies? I mean, are they just running away? Because I mean, most of the Lionhead Studios who originally made all these classic games on the PC and the Amiga and all those ones probably have nothing to do with the company it is now. The same with Rare. So I mean, who else is going to get a bit like that?
Yeah, no. They don't have many studios left. Like, Lionhead and Rare are kind of unique. I'd say sort of British style
They were
studios.
unique. They were unique, but they're not anymore. They
Yeah,
got
very,
destroyed.
very
That's
unique
sad.
British style studios, and there's not really many studios like them left. I wouldn't say the rest are all very AAA style, keep with a program
Yeah.
type of games that they know are going to
Yeah.
sell. Fable kind of might sell, might not. It depends how good.
I mean, to
Rare,
many, Fable 2 was quite a highlight. I know you weren't a fan of Fable 3. I've not even played it. And then they had the Connect Fable game, which is just, what's going on, really?
yeah,
Is
I
it
wouldn't
worth it?
say I wasn't a fan of Fable 3. I would just say there was a lot that wasn't quite right with it. But I still enjoyed playing it. But then I got to the end and went, oh, God. Because you expected what he was saying, that you'll carry on playing a living world, and it was just rubbish.
Gamers
So-
don't really do that anymore, really. They finish the game, they finish the story, they move on.
So I was pretty disappointed in some respects, but yeah. And
Oh,
never
it's
mind.
sad. I mean, the thing is, a lot of the talented people will get snapped up. I mean, it's without a doubt they will
Yeah,
go
well,
somewhere
actually,
else.
Sony set up a workshop in Guildford for the people who got fired from Lionhead.
You've still got Renegade Studios in Dundee, I think they're based, and places like that. There's loads of companies around still that will.
I mean, if it's round Guildford, there's tons of stuff round Guildford.
Yes,
There's loads of
yeah.
studios, REA are there, there's all sorts. So
Jobs there.
I think they'll be alright. Okay, the news is finished.
That's it.
It's time for topic of the week. And this week's topic is, I don't know, I've not wrote it down.
I think by the looks of it, it's about selling your old consoles.
No, it was about backwards compatibility. Actually, I remember now. It's what do you think about backwards compatibility? Is it important to you, or is it just something you're not really that bothered about? So yeah, that's what it was.
For me, it was on the Xbox 360. I found it was quite important because there's a lot of games on the Xbox original that I didn't really play, and some classic titles like Panzer Dragoon Auto and Dead or Alive, which didn't come out on the 360. So I thought it was quite a cool console to have, and obviously they scrapped it. This time around, there's a couple of games out there, but I think because we're so seeped in HD remasters and remakes and all that, I don't think they're nearly as relevant as they were. I mean, what's the point of having backwards compatibility on Gears of War 1 when they brought out an updated version?
Yeah, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, didn't they?
Yeah, and that to me is like, what's the point now? The companies, if they want to put a bit of time into it and update these games, they can make more money from them.
Yeah. So I mean, I know what you mean. I feel I've never been one for looking back anyway. I mean, I love my PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, I love them, but when PlayStation 3 came out, I was finished with them. I didn't want to play the games anymore. Do you know what I mean? There's
not many PS2 games that I'll get excited to play now. Whereas there's probably a few PS3 games that I've not played before.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot of PlayStation 3 games out there, a lot of good ones, but I mean, I played the ones I wanted to play at the time. I don't really want to go back, and the ones I really, really like are likely the ones that they would bring out on HD remake anyway, and then if I'm really that keen to play them, I'll just play them that way. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy just to play HDs. Some other people, Dan, my name's Dan, he said he keeps his old consoles anyway, but buys new machines to play new games, well, and HD remasters. At local Chan, we could call him. He says he feels it's more important at starter consoles life when there are fewer games. That's fair enough comment, I think. Don't you? More important at starter consoles life when there's fewer games.
Why is that?
Well, because there's fewer games, so you can play your old ones in the meantime until the new ones start coming out.
Yeah.
So that's a fair enough comment. At Celtic, don't know if I'll read his comment because I don't like his username. Celtic. That's a bit too close to something else, I think. My rival team. Personally, it's a good thing. Some pretty fine games from last gen may look a bit dated, but gameplay and story make for that. So he's happy with it. Tweet 1AP. Not kept my PS3 for gaming media. I wish I hadn't flogged my PS2 though. Buy another one. eBay. And Yellow Bug. He says, not massively important, but it's nice to be able to play old games on current consoles, especially if you no longer have a PS3 and Xbox 360. So there you go. Fair enough.
Yeah, I've still got the PS3 and the Xbox sitting on my unit next to the Wii, and it's... I mean, the PS3, I think the only time I turn it on... Actually, I don't think I've turned it on for a long time. Xbox, I turn on every now and then. Just to have a quick look at what's coming out on the free stuff, really. Otherwise, that's the only time it gets turned on now. That is really noisy.
I don't have... What's noisy?
The Xbox.
I don't have a 360 anymore. I got rid of that, but I've kept up 2 PlayStation 3s. One downstairs, one upstairs. I've not really turned them on since I got the PlayStation 4 though, to be honest. I only kept them just in case we still got some games for review.
Yeah, for review. I mean, I can't say. I think I got a game last year. It was the last one I had middle of last year for a PS3. I don't think it happens anymore.
But I've got an absolute ton of PlayStation 3 games, so if I was to get rid of it, it would be what did I do all them? So I mean, I've kept it because I think I would like to keep at least one of them. I might get rid of one of them, but I'll keep one.
But I like the fact that if I ever want to play an old game, I can.
Yeah.
I think to me that's quite important. I mean, I've got old consoles sitting in the cupboard still that they're very, very unlikely will get turned on. But there's always that chance I might fancy. I want to play Sonic original control pad, or I want to play a really old game that.
Yeah, there are some cracking games. Actually, I'm just going to my shelf now. PlayStation 3 Red Dead Redemption's the first one I saw, and I'm thinking, I could just bung that in. God of War 3, or there's some quite good ones there. MotorStorm games as well.
Is it Red Dead Revolver? I think it was the PS2 sort of effort that they'd done prior to Red Dead. Yeah. On the PS3, I don't think it's even come out on backwards compatibility. That was a brilliant game.
Oh, Red Dead, I quite like that. There's some just great games there. I keep it for that. I'll probably, when I look at them, I think, I quite fancy going that now.
Well, sometimes to me, it's like sometimes like a little bit of a memory as well. Like you have like a big bookshelf. You're not going to read every book every time you see one, but sometimes just looking at it just brings a nice little memory back into you, thinking, I enjoyed that.
Burnout Paradise. Oh, I love that. God, I'm going back to my PlayStation 3 today. Oh man. That's such a good game. The amount of hours I put into Burnout Paradise was unbelievable. What I love about that game, I really hope they make another one, but what I love about that game is it's a bit like GTA in some respects. You can just kind of wander around in your car and find all these secrets.
They've done that with Most Wanted, didn't they? I think it's the same guys. Is it Criterion? I'm going to say that's got their name, but I might be wrong. They kind of obviously ended up doing an awful lot of Need for Speed games, and Most Wanted was the closest you'll get to that.
Yeah, I do love a new Burnout. Obviously, the ones who done Burnout to begin with, they're Free Fields Entertainment now, and they're doing a golf game, which is sort of...
you mentioned that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of inspired by Burnout and some of their other games, but it looks quite cool, so I'll definitely be keeping an eye on that one. So yeah. Okay, let's move on to what we've been playing. The Division.
Been all about that. I've been streaming it, haven't you?
Oh, lots and lots of Division. I think we've got about 7 or 8 videos. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got about 10 videos of the Division on our YouTube, youtube.com/ShopTo. Most of them are live streams, but we've also got... We're going
if you're one of the few people that haven't bought this game, you can always watch the videos to see what you're missing.
Yes, we're going to do a review chat as well, aren't we?
Yes, at some point, yeah.
And so yeah, it's a brilliant game. Actually, it's the sort of game that really surprised me. It's not the sort of game I thought I would like, because I never really knew what it was in terms of how it plays out. I knew it was online multiplayer, and I thought it'd have some sort of story to it. But it doesn't really. It does, but it doesn't. it's
bit
not,
more open play than you've realised, is it?
yeah, it's always online games. So I mean, it's not quite. I miss that. I'd love a sort of proper story, but I mean, the multiplayer's really good. I love the way you can just team up with anyone just randomly. So even if you don't have loads of friends online, I mean, I don't tend to play online much, so I don't have loads of friends online. I've got my sort of normal friends from Glasgow who I was playing Battlefront with for a time, but if you don't really have a lot of people you can play with, you can just matchmake and you'll be in a team, and
That's cool.
and it's really good. I mean, that live stream I done today, for instance, we done this mission where you go to the police academy, and you get there. There might be some spoilers here, tough. You get there and you have to. You find out eventually there's a rogue agent, so you end up having to try and take him down. Now, this mission was recommended for players level 16 to 18, and I'm only level 13 at the moment, even though I've been playing loads, but for some reason I've not really leveled up as fast. So, I'm level 14 now because we completed the mission. But anyway, so there was 3 other people in my team, one level 13, another one level 13, and one level 16, and there was me who's level 13. So we were, on average, we weren't quite high enough to be playing it, and we got killed. We all get killed first time, respawn just as we were about to take out the last rogue. So we respawned, we had to do it all over again, and then so I was upstairs shooting away, and 2 of the people, one of them got killed and one of them lost his connection. And then when the other guy got killed, he thought, oh, that's it, and he just quit. So there was 2 of us left to complete this mission, and I was upstairs, and the other guy came up and he was down, so I revived him, and he went over and he had these 2 purple, because you get the difficulty above the enemies' heads can change depending on the difficulty. So they had purple above there, so they're quite tough, and they went after him and killed him, and then they're both coming at me, and I'm like, oh God. I was going, what am I going to do? So I kind of threw grenades at them, and I somehow managed to kill both of them. So I went and revived my teammate, and from there we won the mission. I saved the day. That's a
cool little moment. Exactly. You know, that's what a lot of games need to be. Of that kind of community and that there's excitement, isn't it? I mean, you enjoyed that. It was quite clear that it's a good part of the game that you want to happen again. So.
I enjoyed it because I saved the day.
And shame on your other teammate for rage quitting, because that's one of the worst crimes in gaming now.
It's annoying they quit when we're quite, but I guess they just thought, oh, we're not going to do this. But see, they left and then we done it. So
I mean, people really need to be punished. I mean, for that. I mean, if not hung, drawn, and quartered, then at least maybe a drop of XP or something, because it does wear me up. I mean, otherwise sometimes you do lose a connection by no fault of your own. But if it's a frequent thing, the people that create these games need to realise that can really damage the experience of everyone else. You know, Destiny was a classic one with that. So you get to a certain point, and everyone's like, "I'm going." It's like, "Thanks."
But no, anyway, I mean, it's a great game. I mean, I really enjoy that respect that you can just matchmake and team up with people, just random people, and complete the missions. So you've got that part of it, and you get loot as you do that, and then you can go in the dark zone, which is just a completely different place. In there, it's player versus player.
Oh, cool.
And so you don't need to player versus player. If you kill another player, you become rogue, which means all the other agents can hunt you down and get more rewards for doing it. So that's pretty cool. And when you're in there, you can't. When you get loot, you have to extract it in a helicopter. So you have to wait around, not get killed while you're waiting in the helicopter. Then you extract your gear. And obviously, if you're just wandering around on your own, and then there's a group of other agents all teamed up, and they think, "Oh, wonder what gear he's got." They could all just kill you and take your gear, and then you've lost it. So it's a good idea to be in a team when you're in the dark zone, and the bosses are tougher in there. And then when you get to level 30, there's daily challenges and.
Okay, so there's a bit of longevity in there. I've heard it might get a bit of a grind quite early. There's a lot of repetitive sort of nature to the game, but daily challenges is a good idea.
Daily challenges, there's other things you can do in there as well. So yeah, it's got a bit of longevity, and obviously there's the season pass content, which is
Yeah.
30 days first on Xbox, even though if you pay the same bloody price.
If they just watch what Destiny done really wrong, they could make a very good game here. You know, if they keep the content coming, if they don't just ask people around and just give out these pointless little bits of DLC that no one actually really wants to play.
Yeah. I mean, to me it's already better than Destiny because it doesn't look like Halo.
I like Halo.
But no, it's already better than me because the map's open. There just seems a lot more going on to me. I do like it better, but then it's probably more the sort of setting that I prefer. I mean, I didn't really like the Destiny setting because I didn't like the enemies and stuff. I thought it was a bit boring. So I mean, I quite like this game so far. So I'm hoping. I guess there's certainly plenty of bugs in it which are a bit daft. Like there was this comical one where I was standing on the platform and my guy just went and sunk down to the bottom level.
I think a lot of us when you read about the queuing system in place where only one person can use a laptop or go through a door at a certain time.
Oh yeah, and that's our thing. It happened to me. I was in the safe house the other day and some guy was standing in the doorway and so nobody could get past him. So they're all stuck there. It's like, oh, come on. And then another time I went in the base of operations and I went to use a laptop, but all the table it was sitting on and everything else in the room had disappeared. So it's just this laptop in the middle of the room floating.
You know what? I think, you know, by the sound of it, Ubisoft are onto a bit of a winner here, and the servers are probably taking an absolute battering. So
I don't mind these bugs. Do you know what I mean?
No, you know what? You've been in the game for that long now. You're going to have bugs that happen like that. I mean,
it's quite funny. That's why I called it comical because it's quite funny when it happens, and it didn't really take away from experience because you know
if it's a constant thing. It's a problem. If it's once in a while, then I mean, like with Hitman, I mean, it crashed on me once. That's not a problem because it crashed once. I mean, games can just do that. Sometimes you do something so obscure that the game just thinks as a brain fart and blows up, and that's about it.
It's a new joke mode, and it didn't happen very often, so I don't have a problem with it. It's not really a big deal.
So apart from Division, what else have you been on? Anything else?
Oh, that's about it, really, to be honest. I think I've been streaming that all week. I can't think. Yeah. I mean, you're doing Hitman, so...
I've been loving Hitman. It's been great fun. I mean, you only get 3 maps in it, 2 training and like the main story map of it as well. But it's great fun skulking around, sort of clonking people in the back of the head, garroting them, or just flushing them down the toilet.
You didn't do what I did you? And say, oh, let's see if all-out gun warfare works, and I grabbed the gun and the beat and went and tried to kill him, but don't do that.
It's quite an interesting game, and I'm liking the fact that they've actually gone for an episodic kind of release date, because it gives you a chance just to really enjoy the map, because there's so much going on. I mean, the first one is you got hit. You're in a fashion show. So you're walking around. You're learning about how to gain entrance backstage. You start overhearing conversations of other people about where the contracts are, but then you find other ways to get to them and go around the back of the building, and there's a helicopter with loads of guards. So many options and so many ways to do just to kill someone.
Yeah, that's what
and then
I
to obviously get out quite quickly. There's a lot of replayability.
I like that even if you kill them once, you can go back, play that mission again, do it a completely different way. It's just...
It's really good. I mean, for me, I remember being really frustrated with the original Hitman games because you had to be quite specific, even though it's quite a big world to walk around in. If you made one mistake, that's it. You've got to start all over again. You know, walk through a tunnel, climb up a ladder, line up a shot, find which guy's the one you want to shoot. This one, it helps you a bit more. It gives you a few more hints. You can turn them off, but it's really well made. I'm looking forward to the next one already, so that's cool.
Yeah, okay. Right. What's next? We've got a user question from Tanya, so we may as well mention that. Yep. Since you have now played some hours of Division, do you think it will be a game that will keep you interested for a longer time, or do you think it will soon lose its way to draw you in? I haven't played beta myself. I've struggled to find the game interesting. I just run around and admire the environment. I think they can, like you said, I think where they just need to learn from Destiny's mistakes. I think if they do that, then there's enough there definitely to keep you playing. I mean, I'm still playing now. I've not got bored yet, so that's a good sign generally. if a game keeps
you get bored. You get bored very quickly, don't you?
Yeah, I do. So especially a multiplayer game. So if a multiplayer game keeps my attention for more than a week, then it's on to a winner with me generally. So yeah. So there we go. Okay, out next week. It's because we're so far behind. We've got games here that are out already. So obviously Hitman's out already. There's some other games. We'll move
Samurai
on a wee
Warriors
bit.
4 Empires.
Yeah, that's out already. Super hot for PCs out. Zombie Vikings Ragnar edition. Don't know what that is. Never heard yet.
UFC 2.
Right, that's next week. Yeah, UFC 2's out. It's on Xbox Live now, EA Access. So if you've got EA Access, you can download it now and give it a try. Need for Speed's finally coming out for PC next week.
Lots of Lego Dimensions bits.
Yeah, Lego Dimensions Aquaman pack, Superman pack, Ghostbusters Stay Puft pack, and also the Midway arcade level pack, which is probably the pick of the bunch.
What's that about?
It's Midway Arcade, and it's its own level based on Midway Arcade. So that could
you can walk around like a giant asteroids or centipede or something like that sort of thing, or whatever games they were. I can't remember what Midway done now. 1942, did they make that one?
Nah. So Pokken Tournament as well, it's probably a big one to mention. Isn't it? Pokken Tournament.
Well, Senran Kagura Estival Versus.
Yeah, so what's...
Yeah, that one.
Right,
Whatever that is.
Let me chuck your iPad away, that's that. So
that's it. You're already packing up, not even finished
I'm not
hosting.
packing up.
Taking down the screen, take your top off, put your pants back on, that's it, right, I'm done. I
got my pyjamas on, look.
Falcon gym jams, lovely.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I thought, nobody can see my bottom half.
Now we have.
Now you've seen my pyjamas. They're awesome pyjamas. I got them for Christmas. Awesome. Okay, that's it. That's the show. We'll probably be back quite quickly, actually. We'll probably
yes,
have
I believe it will be. Well, we've got some reviews to get knocking out at some point as well. Obviously, I think we need to do Division at some point, don't we?
Yeah, we want to do our Division review chat and our Hitman review chat, so we'll do them very soon, get them up, and we'll be back very soon with our episode 19. Very soon, in fact, because it's probably going to be Thursday or something, I would think. Okay, so that's done. So, thanks for joining us. Please
Don't
remember
forget to check us out, Facebook, Twitter, ShopTo
YouTube, Twitch. youtube.com/ShopTo and twitch.tv/ShopTo net or something like that. I'm so organised and professional.
That's it. It is Sunday afternoon now.
But
it's
then
like
that's why they have a search button. If you want to just go on Twitch or YouTube and search, you'll find us. See? That's your task for next week.
Lovely.
See you later.
See you all soon. Bye.
Bye.